What has 24 seconds?
Hello.
Hello. Hi guys. We're just girls and we are back
FM.
on our bullshit. Now, today we're discussing our last summer. Before we started the show, which is a summer full of lore, fun, delusions, and myths of grandeur.
It's true.
Wait a minute. You are mega frozen right now.
Of course I am. It's going to be like 50,000.
I just don't understand because I guess you're fine when the recording's actually happening, but I just can't see you.
That's what happened the first episode, and I was like, oh my god, you're frozen. And I watched it back, and I was the one that fucking froze 50 billion times.
Okay, so am I gonna be frozen?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, we'll just go till the first song. Alright. Alright, so our last summer consisted of grad parties, trips, clubs. What else did we do that summer?
No, that summer wasn't your... That was... No. You hadn't graduated yet.
No, not me. We went to Devancha's party.
Oh, that wasn't even summer.
Oh, I count that as summer because I was done with school.
Oh, okay.
And then where? Oh, and it did that summer happen? Grand Theft Auto. Is that the Grand Theft Auto summer?
Yeah. So now we're past that. So I think that happened July 5th. So now we're talking. Oh, and then I told a story about my tire, and that was like your first week of school or something. Oh no.
Okay, so we already went through the Cape Cod trip.
No. We didn't, because I skipped ahead because I was just talking about car troubles, and then the day that we did the first radio show is when I had like the 4,000 nails in my tire. So I skipped ahead to our first day because we were talking about Girly Tunes, and Girly Tunes was our first show. Yeah. So now you have to talk about what happened from July 5th onwards.
All right, perfect. All right, so what happened was I decided to plan a trip. Now, I unfortunately live on Cape Cod. I love it. It's fine. It's just very touristy, and I would not want to spend my summer here. So I wanted to go somewhere cool. Maybe New York. But the group chat had other plans, and we ended up staying at my humble abode, which is not the cleanest place, honestly. And I just didn't like it. I
guess that makes sense because you also didn't want us there, so.
Yeah, that's true. It was just my first time. Because
we invited ourselves over.
You didn't invite yourself over.
Is too many people. I didn't invite myself over.
It's just I've never had friends over my house. My mom did not allow that growing up, but suddenly she was fine because I'm old. So it was a fun experience. It was one of my first experiences having people over. Very stressful. I don't know how hosts do it, but overall it was a good trip. I planned a whole itinerary without the help of everyone else in the chat. Just Sabrina answered what we wanted to do, which was really stressful because I gave everyone like 50 bajillion options because I am a Libra and I just don't know what everyone wants to do. So I had like shopping plans and like nature walks, or like we go up here. This is Cape Cod, by the way. I haven't gone to the gym in a while, but like this is, oh wait, I shouldn't say where I live, but I live somewhere right here. And then I was like, okay, let's go down here for one day.
Why are you stroking your arm?
Because this is Cape Cod. It's like this.
Why are you stroking Cape Cod?
I would never stroke Cape Cod. I would never finish Cape Cod.
Okay.
But anyway, so I just didn't know what the group wanted to do. So I just took you to my favorite spots. But apparently my favorite spots is just too naturey for y'all. I'm just talking about the beach walk to the rocks because I love doing that.
I
But
quite liked that.
thank you. It was really hot and my toes did burn. Um, it was the first time I've had toe burn. But other than that, and someone almost like got killed by a shark, kind of. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Day one. Day one was travel day. Sabrina got here first. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Sabrina. Alleviated my fears. We went driving and harassed some cops. And then everyone else showed up. And I was like, okay, you guys want food? And then I took everyone to my favorite burger joint. Y'all didn't react the way I wanted you to react. So I guess my taste buds are lackluster, which is fine because I know that I have good taste. I
I
don't know
think it's
about
just
y'all though.
because I think it's just because like I think we were standing in line and we didn't know what to get. And we're like, Marcella, what do we get? Marcella, what do you get?
Oh,
And
I only get one thing.
you're like, I get this, and we're like, do you get
And
anything
by
else?
this, no.
Like,
No.
do you do this or this?
Mm-mm.
What about
Sorry.
this?
It's
And
my
then we went up
favorite.
to the counter
Um,
and like they were like, not, they weren't mean, but it was like, we're like, oh, like, do you have this? And they're like, no. I'm like, fuck you, give me my fucking burger then. Like, let me get the fuck out of your way.
yeah.
As if you don't have to deal with like 50 parties of like 10 plus white people. God forbid these three brown people and Sophie want to get some fucking food too. Oh,
Three
wait,
brown
four
people
brown
and
people.
wait,
Four.
I'm trying to count the brown people. Yes, you are correct with your numbers. Look, I just like a black bean burger. That's my favorite black bean burger place. I only get one thing ever, and it's delicious. And I thought everyone else would get that same thing. But no, none of you guys did. Except Devansh, but he had to because he's vegetarian.
Oh, I thought he was vegan.
Or is he vegan?
Does he
No, he's
drink milk?
vegetarian. Yeah.
Okay, just kidding then.
Okay, I never know the difference, to be honest. And then I took you guys to Chapin's Beach, which is a good sunset beach. However, I did not check the Tide app, so the tide it was quite muddy and there was a lot of crabs and it wasn't as picturesque as it usually was.
And
Sorry.
sand lice.
Okay, there was no sand lice.
Yeah, there were. Sorry, I don't know if you just heard my burp. That sounded like I think that I had to edit that out. The breath I did after was crazy. Yeah, there were. They were literally jumping all around.
Okay, but they're not dangerous.
I didn't say they were dangerous. I just said they're sea lice. Let me put my microphone back up here.
Look, oh, I also took you to Chatham, Maine, which I don't like going to the main streets. I never go to the main streets unless I have to. However, I don't know, y'all were playing tourists, so I was just like, let me go to the main streets. But there's honestly one thing about Cape Cod, there's nothing to shop here unless if you're going to a thrift shop. And those are also quite heinous because a lot of it's just old people that donate their clothes. But
I wear
old
old people
people,
clothes.
it's just elderly people. There we go. But all the main street shops are basically tourist shops, so it's just like Cape Cod emblemed on your boobs and in a janky ass color. And I don't know. I thought y'all wanted to buy it because it's a tourist place, and I would have buy. I love New York shirt because I do love New York. But day two is where all the fun started happening. Now we had this kayak race. Sabrina is gonna say that I cheated.
She
However,
did.
I did not.
She did.
Okay, no need to cut me off. I just did not cheat. Scout's honor. Scout's honor.
You
I did
weren't
not
in the
cheat.
scouts
How do you know that?
because we spoke about Girl Scouts. You weren't in, and you didn't even do it right. And
Wrong.
that's not even the thingy.
What is it? Is it this one or this one?
This
Yeah,
is for the Hunger Games.
this one.
Yeah.
Well, she's my scout. Do 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 do. Um, I did not cheat. I just used my brain to get ahead, like people in the stock market. I'm just smart like that. So okay, so we're kayaking. The group is Sophie, Sabrina, me, and Devansh. Now we split up. I honestly probably should have went with Sabrina because then she wouldn't have said I'm a cheater because she's just a sore loser.
But I think
But
the reason why we split off that way is because what was it?
I don't
There's
know.
a reason why we split off that way. There's a reason.
It was
The
because,
instructor said something, and we're just like, oh, okay. And we're like, okay. And then split off that way.
but I
There was
probably should
definitely
have
a
went with you
reason.
because you're like a stronger swimmer. And oh, also, guys, I can't swim. I
And I
don't
would have
know
had to
why I
save
live
you.
here. You wouldn't save me?
I would have had to.
Okay, good. There's no way Devansh would have saved me. He would have let me drown, actually. So
He
that
almost
was
drowned
really unsafe.
himself.
That's true. He can't swim that well. For someone so tall, I thought he'd be buoyant. But anyway, so we decided to race our kayaks. I think it was called Bass River. Yeah, it was like from one end of the river to like West Ennis Beach, and I was like, okay, let's race. Ooh. I did not cheat. The rules were bent. I was in the front, aka the paddler. Bless you.
No, it's the way I was in the middle of yawning and I look up and you're just like this. Oh my god, that was awesome.
I thought you sneezed. I was the
No.
paddler, and then Devansh is in the back. That means he's the steerer. He's the steerer. Now tell me why this fuck ass man, this gargantuan sore on my buttocks, tell me why he was complaining that I was steering in the wrong direction when he's in charge of the steering. Because
Because
he's
men never take
back
responsibility for anything that they do.
there. No, they never do. I don't know why we keep him around. All he does is complain, complain, complain. All he does is lie, lie, lie. Just like a man.
Eat
Anyway,
hot chip, lie. I don't
eat
know
hot
why I
chips
said
and
it like
lie.
that, but
But no, so he was steering, I was pedaling. By pedaling, I mean whatever this is called. Rowing. That's the word. And then who was in the front for you, Sophie?
Sophie and I was in the back.
Okay. So honestly, this is all about teamwork, and that's probably why we're in the back.
Yeah, you know what happened? Sophie and I were literally half a mile ahead of you guys around two bends. And we're like, okay, this isn't fun anymore because we're just winning too much. Like, we would have been out of the water, changed, and had our shoes on and ready to get back into
That
your
is
car.
simply not true. You are being so
Marcella,
hyperbole right now.
no, Marcella, we literally started backing up. We started rowing backwards.
I thought you were just doing that for the fun of it.
No, we were going backwards because we were like, we can't just get out of this fucking, like, we can't just like stand around like little freaks. Like,
Look,
people are
I'm
gonna talk to
sorry I
us.
had like I had like an inconvenience as a teammate. It's
So we
not my
started
fault.
backpedaling, literally going back around, backwards,
It's like you're doing water sports right now.
and then they come around, they get stuck on a corner. Don't know how that happens because there's no
Because
fucking corners. It's
he's
just a bend.
steering wrong.
So
It's not
whatever.
my fault.
They're like, how are you doing? Why are you doing that? They're going all the way. If this is the, I don't even know. If this is like the bend, this is the inner corner and this is the outer corner. They are going all the way out here. Sophie and I are literally coming in hot, drifting and going, and we
Damn,
just keep
just
going, right?
join the Olympics then. Join the Olympics.
That's what
Sorry.
I'm saying.
All
They are
right.
so trash. Anyways,
Okay,
keep going.
let's not
Sorry.
say the word they. Let's say the word him.
Him is so trash.
No, but like our teamwork was not up to par. So it was a race from there and back. But on the way back, we finally got our shit together and we started working as a team. And we're like, one, two, one.
That's
Two,
because Sophie
one,
and I told
two.
you to do that.
No.
You literally said, how are you doing that? Because Sophie and I were like, left, right, left, right.
Okay. Another thing, I did not know my lefts and rights that summer, so that might have also been a wee issue. But so we're going one, two, one, two. We're finally catching up to Sophie and Sabrina. And guess what I do? I'm in the front, so I just grab their boat. I just grab it and I go whoop. Did we establish rules that I can't do so? No. Is that cheating? No. There's nothing in the handbook that says it wasn't cheating. In my mind. And plus, I think the boy in the back was being a devil on the shoulder and telling me to do it.
That's because he almost drowned. He was like,
Oh, wait, we forgot to say what
Yeah.
happened when we got to the beach. Okay, that was on the way back. Oh. for the first leg of the race, we got to like the end of the beach and we were just gonna like chill there for like 2 seconds, catch our breath, and go back. However, what was it? There was like this drowning old lady,
Yeah. She was like
and
an older woman.
she was an older woman. She had a kayak. I think it was capsized. Was it?
Yeah, I think she tried to get out and she was
Hmm.
getting pulled by the tide.
Yes. So, did we tell him to go help her, or
Yeah,
did
I
he
was
do
like,
it by his own accord?
Sophie and I were like, oh, we should go help that lady. And we're like, yeah, we really should go help that lady. And then
We
we're
should
like,
help
wait a
her.
minute, we're two women. You go help that lady. And he got out and like he like
He got
like
out.
scratched
I
himself
clutched
on the
my.
rocks.
He was bleeding. I clutched my pearls when he got out of the boat because I thought I was gonna drown. He put me in danger because I can't swim. But anyhow, he tried to help her. I think he did it successfully because she got her boat back. Did she say thank you? No. And that just describes every resident of Cape Cod ever. Never saying thank you. Never saying please. Um, it's fine though because karma will get her. But um, oh, then our boat became capsized a little bit. I don't know. We had to flip it over a bunch of times, and then I had trouble getting back into the boat because no one was holding it still, and I was terrified because at this point I think we're not at the beach. We're at like a little like I don't fucking
Like a
know what it's called.
dune kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like a
Yeah.
dune near the
Like a
beach.
little island
So like
off.
there's water in between and the water is like steep and I was just like I'm gonna fucking drown here on my first day of this vacation and I am literally like I'm going to die somewhere cooler. But anyway, so on our way back, that's when we started winning the race fair and square. Oh, also, this is when I busted my phone because I brought my phone kayaking because usually it works out for me. However, in the whole let's help this old lady debacle, my phone dropped in the water and never recovered. Never recovered. So day one, I did not have my phone. I actually took this trip as a technological cleanse, and it was actually really horrible. Like I couldn't take pictures, I couldn't take videos. I wasn't gonna post because I never post Cape Cod. It's just something I don't do. But still, what the heck? And I couldn't go on TikTok or Pinterest or YouTube. How was I supposed to fall asleep at night? It was really difficult for me. Um, Honestly, it was a really harrowing time of my life living without my phone for like a whole 5 days. But then my mommy was so kind and got me another one. Thank you. I'll pay her back eventually when the show blows up. Just wait till I blow up. But yes, so on our way back, Devansh and I won the race because we just used our intuition and our skills and our determination to grab Sabrina and Sophie's boat and push them back and
Mm.
get into the lead. So we won. I
And you
said
pushed us into the bridge.
but you didn't get hurt.
No, but that pissed me off so much because Sophie and I could not figure it out of how to get out of that situation. We were like, we weren't Austin Powersing it. Like that's how we. I don't know what happened. I
You
really don't know
use
what happened.
you use
We
Austin Powers as
after
a
you
verb
drag,
too often. I don't know what that means.
it's right there. All three movies so good, but um, no, we literally after they cheated, that threw us off so badly. Like
Cheated.
our equilibrium was just down in the dumps. It was so bad. Like we just could not get it together. After that, we were just like, wow, like dirty, 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 dirty players just ruined the
Dirty, dirty
game.
Diana.
Seriously.
All right. Not too much now. Like, you're starting to sound like obsessed with me. Obsessed by Mariah Carey.
And that was I Can Hear the Bells by Nikki Blonsky from the motion picture Hairspray.
Hairspray.
We'd like to
Um,
say that we do not condone anything that Nikki Blonsky has done or said.
no,
And fuck that hoe. Love the movie though.
I do love the movie. I wish she was a better person.
Yeah.
She had all the makings of a star.
Literally. And then she like, dude,
She fumbled
how do you play that character? And then proceed to
to be
be
racist.
make it make sense.
Lord knows. Anyway, the rest of day two, the full day, was just like us playing mini golf. One thing about me, I hate mini golf. I hate it. Because I just can't win at that game. So I didn't win. I think Sabrina won, if I remember correctly. Did you win?
No, I think it was Devanch.
Why would he win?
I think it was him because we were like, damn, out of all of us,
Okay, yeah,
he's the
that
one
makes
that
sense.
fucking won. No, but I think Sophie
This
got
is like
second. She was like two
I hate
points behind or
Devonta.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I golfed my ball into a water hole, so I definitely
Oh.
lost. But I got in for free because shout out to my classmate. Shout out to my classmate. He works there in the summer, and I haven't gone to school with you for 5 years, bruh, but you still make me go in for free, so thank
Hey.
you. But my friends did have to pay. Day three was a fun day. I took y'all up to P Town. Um, was that the whale watching day? Yes, it was. I think so. The start of the day, we were supposed to go all the way up to P Town, but then I got distracted by the flea market because I forgot it existed because I never go up there. I'm like, oh my god, let's go to the flea market. And then we went to the flea market, had a little bit of a tiffy because Devansh got fucking scammed and he didn't like us calling him out. So I was just talking to him about this when I went to New York. He was just like, and he just stomped away
Someone took away
like a
my
little
money and
boy.
I'm mad that my friend said it. Hey, man.
But he bought
Oh!
a ring, and I think I.
That's what I get, I guess. Holy shit. He heard it through the ether and was like, watch this, bitch.
He bought
Okay.
a ring, and I think he like, hey, it's a fucking cheap ass ring, and he was so sure that it was from. I'm gonna say the country wrong. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm gonna say Thailand. He's like, he was so sure it's from Thailand. Girl, why would you pay that much for like a Shein ring? Anyway, neither here or there. We ended up making up and then going to P Town. But however, our little excursion took a little bit too long, and we ended up missing our first whale watch session. But I called, well, not on my own phone because my phone's broken. So I took Devansh's phone, went like this because I have no sense of when I'm on the phone. Like it just it's comfy. So
Mind you,
obviously
we
I'm
also,
brown.
this is like where I think we'd already walked a mile in a scorching heat because we had to park so
Walk
far
a
away.
mile in my Louis
And like,
Vuittons.
we had to like, we were like, not running, we were just walking with a purpose. So we were sweaty. Like, we were
Yes,
sweating.
we are,
And all
and
of our
it's really
bags were
hot.
heavy. And all of our bags were
That's
heavy
true.
because Marcella was like, it gets cold out there, so bring a jacket or like a rain jacket
It
or something.
does.
And all of us were dying because we all had rain jackets on there and it was scorching hot.
Well, it does get cold, and also
But she did
I didn't
warn
want
us,
to
so
pay for commercial. I didn't want to pay for commercial street parking. Sorry, it's just like the most expensive parking that's here. But so I went to call the boat company, and I was like, we're gonna miss our boat, and I just whenever I'm on the phone, I just do this because it's just a comfort thing. And obviously, I'm brown and I'm sweating, and it's Devanch's phone, so I unpeel it and hand it back to me, and it's just brown. It's just, and he's like, "Thanks." sorry,
thanks.
sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But I did get our times changed, so we got a later time, and then we ended up just walking Commercial Street, which is fun because most of Commercial Street is just sex shops. And did we buy anything? No, we did not. But we
I
just
had to
went
think
into
about it. I had to think about it. Because I feel
we
like
did.
I feel like at one point we were like, oh, we should get, and whoa, nothing sex related. We were just like,
We.
oh, that, hey, no, but we were in there for so long that for some reason I thought like, oh, did we buy like some random fucking gum from there?
No, we just were like testing out every product.
Settle down.
There's like
Whoa.
at
We
least.
weren't testing anything. We were, I was gonna say we were
Do you
playing with
remember
them.
that? Do you remember that shop that had the weird like curtains and people can go in there? I got so freaked out about that.
Which one? The one with the sunglasses in the front?
I'm not sure what was in the front, but it was in the corner, and people would go in with the toys and just
Oh
like
my
post.
god, yes, because that's where all the masks were up on the walls. There was one that looked like
I
Fred
didn't understand
Fazbear,
that. I did
like Rock
not.
Freddy.
I don't understand that marketing tactic. I think that's very unsanitary.
And no, yeah, because there's a couple and they both went in there, and
It was
she's like,
scary.
"Ew."
It was really scary and freaky.
They were freaked
Um,
the fuck out. But I mean, we're in a
However,
sex shop, so why wouldn't you be?
even after that one strange encounter, we kept going in. We just kept going in.
Naturally,
We have this really, I don't know if we're gonna post it, but
I cannot put that on there. I can put
I,
her face. You can ask her,
yeah, I'll ask her.
but
We have this really nice photo of Sophie with an appendage, and it's just
it
so
literally, I'm telling you, if you've watched Attack
it's
on
longer than my
Titan,
forearm.
if you've watched Attack on Titan, that thing looked like the colossal Titan. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell
You're
me I'm
not
wrong.
wrong, but
Without
unfortunately,
the armor. Oh no, colossal. Sorry, the armored Titan. No, which was it?
girl, I blanked out during that show. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Which one is? Oh no, because then if people haven't watched it, I'm gonna spoil it. Which is the one? Which one's the blonde one?
Girl, this show has been
Fuck.
out for like 12
It
years.
doesn't matter. I watched it the other day. The other day being 5 months ago. No, but which is the one? It has. It's red, and then I think that is the armored
I
one.
think you're
Yeah.
right. But
Oh,
anyhow, it was a
the game
really
is
scary
starting.
penis. Um, but eventually, we end up going to an art installation instead of a sex shop, which is very kind. Now every time I do go up to P-Town, I enter the same installation and I see the same man every time. And he just has the default NPC like I see every time I go up there, which is at least like twice a summer, every summer I've been here. Now, he is an NPC. I do know that for a fact because he has the same script every time. He's like, "Oh, hi, like, where are you guys coming from?" And then obviously I say the name of my town, which is literally like 10 miles away. And he's like, "No way, what are you doing up here? Such a long drive." And then I tell him my name, and then he tells me his name. And then I know this guy by name. Does he know mine? No. Am I that forgettable? Probably. But, like, damn. We have the same script every time. And this is how I know that we're living in a simulation because he's not real. He cannot be a real person with a real family with a real job. He is just an NPC, and I know that to be true. Anyway, after that, we end up going on the whale watch, which I've been on a lot of whale watches because they're just field trips here, but y'all didn't go ever, and it was your first whale watch, and I thought it was so cute, and it was
Wrong.
like it just was it not your first one? It was everyone
I
else's first
think.
one. Sorry.
I don't think so. I think Sophie and I had gone on whale watches before, and I
Oh, what
swear
the
Devon
fuck?
said he may have too.
No, he did not.
Oh, so
Who
I
else
think
was there?
Sophie's also from Mass, so I feel like she definitely has already gone
Oh
on one,
yeah, Miss
and
Providence.
I
She
had
does
already
look
gone
like
on
it.
like two.
What the hell?
So
Well, you just ruined my delusion.
and what's
But I
funny is
thought
that
it was cute,
the last 4 times that we tried to record the same thing, you've said it every single time, and
and I've
I've said the
forgotten
exact
every
same
single
thing
time.
every single time.
Yes.
So for you to say that that man is an NPC and that you're in a simulation because he has the same script, it's the same thing between us two. I think that you're an NPC because you had the same fucking script for every single time that you say
Do
the
not
same
call me an
story.
do not call me an NPC. I'm better than that.
Do you know
Please.
what that stands for?
Non-playable character. Yeah. Sit down. Anyway, y'all broke my delusions. I thought it was like y'all's first time, but I guess like you're not boat virgins and you're not whale virgins. and that's fine. But I thought it was really cute because everyone just kept
Hello?
going toward where the whales were, and I missed it, but a whale breached, and that's like really rare, and I think we all missed it. However, but it was really cool to almost witness it. Yes, and then I took pictures of everyone, and I got the cuntiest photos of everyone. I should be compensated for that, honestly. Um, if they had Tinder profiles, this whole trip would have been it. You do? Is Do you use my pictures?
No. I
I'm
use all my
very.
own pictures. I don't think I have a single picture on there. Not to lie. I had the picture of me in the bathroom from the jazz bar where I'm like this. I think that's the only picture that you've taken that's on there.
Okay,
Oh,
you know what?
no, Paige
That's
took the other
valid.
one.
That's valid. That's fine.
No, I
For
don't use
everyone else
pictures
who's
from
not
that.
as cunt as Sabrina, I take all the pictures. But Sabrina, she could do it herself. She is an independent woman, and that's fine. After the boat, after whale watching, where did we go? Oh, everyone became hangry, so we went to get food, and then I almost slept in the booth because I was very tired.
No, it wasn't that one yet.
Not yet.
That
Was that
was
a
when
couple
we,
days ago?
yeah, that was when we took the walk on the rocks.
Oh, that's true.
That dinner, I think that dinner you took us to this restaurant that was by a park with swings.
Oh, yes, I did. That was on our way down, but before that, I wanted to bring you guys to the abandoned Air Force Station. However, I don't have the
No, that was
address
a
to that.
different day.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because that was the same night. That was after that.
Hmm.
Oh, yes, 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 because we went back and we got changed.
Exactly. So,
My fault, my fault.
that's okay. So, one thing about me, I got my license probably freshman year of college, I think. So, when I
What?
did,
Are you being serious?
yes, because
What?
yes, the December after I came back, because A, they didn't allow cars on campus. B, um, what was it? COVID. COVID just like backed me up hella a lot. So I just
I got
couldn't
my
take my
license
driving
late
test.
because I didn't want to sign up for my own classes. I
Uh,
got my license junior year.
Sorry.
Why did you get it
Because
freshman year of college?
I was also procrastinating. I was procrastinating, and then
4 years?
I couldn't do
Two
it
years?
I couldn't do it my junior year because I wasn't 16.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. So you could have done it your
Yeah.
senior year.
Yes, my senior year, which was COVID year. So,
Uh, not all. No.
yes, but I was just procrastinating.
Oh, brother.
So, like the week I was supposed to take it, actually, fun fact, the illness dropped,
Oh my god.
and we they had to cancel it, and I was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. And then I just didn't
The
end up getting
illness
it for another
dropped.
year. It dropped. So the point of that was I've never driven to this Air Force station by myself. It's always like my friends driving there. So I actually did not know the address, and I did not have my phone because my plan was to go to my own Google Photos and figure out where it is with the location thing. And that would have worked because I went recently and that did work. But sorry. I was trying to remember with my noggin, but honestly, it was very confusing. And then I ended up driving into this trail road, which I believe is like a police car road because it was so fucking thin. And I would say my driving skills was amazing. Everyone else would say that they were terrified. Oh, and
Yeah,
it's
because
also
Alejandro was
pitch
literally
black.
getting scratched up like this. This is all you would hear because of all the fucking twigs hitting her car.
I feel like that's regular. I did not
That's
get ski.
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Your car should not sound like that. I mean,
Okay.
DK does, but it's fine.
I didn't know. Anyway, we were close to, in retrospect, we were very close to that Air Force base.
Did we just
But
go in the wrong way or something?
yes, we did. So we were super close. I just took this fuck ass way. Um, and then I had to do like a not even a 50-foot backup, probably like a 200 feet backup or some shit, a 2 mile backup
It
because
was good.
thank you.
For being such a bad driver, that was really good. Now I'm like negging you. Like,
That's fine. I'm actually not
no, but
allowed
it
to.
was really, it was really, really good. Like,
Thank
she literally just
you.
went, and it was
And
really
everyone
good.
is freaking out, and I was just like, guys, it's fine. I wasn't
It's good.
freaking out. I was having a great old
I
time.
was. I thought
But
we were gonna die and get killed.
yes, because
It
it
was
was
our
pitch
slasher
black,
summer.
and yeah, there was a lot of slashers out there that summer.
We
But
have a
we didn't
picture of
get
one.
killed, and instead we ended up at this really, really nice beach, Long Nook, and it was a cliffside beach, and I took more cunty photos, and oh, don't fall now. And then we played like a pitch perfect game, and Sabrina and I had some fun times. Um, and yes,
That sounds crazy. Sabrina and I
not
had some
not
fun
not in a sexual
times.
manner. No offense,
After we
Sabrina.
walked all the way up to the car to get a
Oh
sweatshirt,
yes,
just for me to forget my sweatshirt, walk all the way down the fucking dune again.
yes. Also,
That
it was
thing
a
was,
really
how tall
hard
was
walk. It
that?
was like this.
It was a really bad
It
incline.
was the incline was absolutely
So bad.
terrible. Like my heart, I thought I was gonna have a cardiac arrest.
If I had
Um,
been in my prime shape, I would have been fine, but that's
Keep in
been long
mind,
gone now.
at this point, we are all 21 on this trip. So what do you mean prime?
Not physically fit prime, girl. Mm-mm-mm. That hasn't been. I haven't
I've never been
reached peak
physically
yet.
fit.
No,
Macho
I
Picchu?
and also not what I said.
Okay,
But we had also walked so much for the whale watching.
that's true.
We had walked so much back for the whale watching.
That is true.
What else did we do? We ate a
A lot.
shit ton of food. We were
Yes.
drinking. We had
Yes.
like what, white sangria or something.
Yes.
And then the stress, me being stressed. No, that's not the same night.
Yes, it is.
I was not wearing the same shorts that we went to whale watching in the dune.
We definitely changed because I look back in the pictures and it's the same day.
No, I didn't have my sweatshirt though. I
What the
had my
heck?
jacket in the trunk, but I didn't have my sweatshirt. I
That is the same
purposefully
night in
brought
my
my
mind.
sweatshirt. I purposely brought my sweatshirt to have it inside out because it's a comfortable, hello, comfortable sweatshirt. That's what you said to do, but I didn't bring my sweatshirt. I don't think it's the same
Huh.
night. I really don't.
I think we went back and just changed because we did eat. And I was like, what do you guys want to do?
No,
But
but then we
anyway,
went to the. I don't think so.
Lord, that's what I have written down, and I got pictures
Oh,
to
okay.
corroborate it.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Um, but yes, that was a fun night. However, very tired because of the incline. There's nothing else to do here but walk. So,
And you know what's interesting too is that wait, was it you and me that went up to the car?
yeah, it was.
And while we were
That's true.
there, we actually made some friends. We made some friends with some Strangers of the Night. Strangers of the Night by Frank Sinatra.
And that was I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. Accidentally in Love by the Counting Crows, Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer, Love Fool by the Cardigans, and Make a Move by Lawrence. All right, guys. So on day 4, we decided to do more walking because there's just nothing else to do. I'm sorry, but we decided to go to the tip of Cape Cod. So now this is Cape Cod. Ignore the bicep. This is the tip right here, like right here. There's like in that little crevice. There's a rock path. The lighting's fucking crazy. So there's like a 2 mile stretch of rocks just in the ocean to get to the actual tip of Cape Cod. And that's my favorite. That's just my favorite walk. And I had nothing else to do with these guys because there's not really a club or bar scene here. And I would have loved to party, but the location did not call for it. However, we did party because Sabrina wore her best outfit on this day.
No, really.
Enter picture right here.
I'm not
I
entering that picture.
Why not?
Because
It's my favorite picture. I was thinking about that picture the other day. I love that picture. It's the cuntiest
which
outfit I've ever did.
one?
The one with your cunty outfit, blue skirt.
There's two. There's one
Yeah, but you're
that
like
I'm
moving
reaching
it like
into my
this.
bag,
Yeah, you're
and
doing
there's one where I'm at the beach.
both simply, but I think it's the back one.
Both.
Both simply.
Both of
But
them.
that was a really fun day because I just got to see a goddess walk in her godly clothes per. And then we ended up going on the tip. However, one of our one of our group members was I almost said disabled. No. Was badly broken on this trip. So it honestly was not a good idea. However, it was an idea that I had, so I stood by it. We got to the beach though. It was scorching hot. I've never felt this hot in my
It was
life.
disgustingly
It
hot.
was
And I don't
really
think
hot.
any of us brought sunscreen.
No,
Sophie
we
did.
didn't. I
But she
brought my
had,
makeup sunscreen that like you just do this, but that does not work.
I think Sophie literally had this much sunscreen. Oh, you forgot when we went to the beach.
For which way?
We went to the beach and we saw this. Well, I thought he was cute. Cute lifeguard. He was ginger.
Oh,
That's
I love gingers.
that's when
Anything
I
happened.
actually don't remember that day. What shorts
I
was I
think I just napped on that beach, honestly.
Yeah.
If we're talking about that was just my nap, big nap. But that was Mayflower, and that's a nice beach. But
Oh,
on this beach,
sure we did
it
something.
was actually terrible because the sand was actually burning, and my toesies got burned, and there were a lot of horse flies, and horse flies bite like no other
They
flies.
hurt so
They
fucking
hurt
much.
so
They
bad.
leave humongous welts. I mean, people probably know what fucking horseflies are, but holy shit.
Yes. Not my brightest idea. However, we did go in the water. I think this was the first time I've been in the water the entire summer. Keep in mind, this is like the end of what, July?
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
like,
I just
yeah.
don't go in the water. I just tan. But I'm in the water, blah blah blah. I get out of the water eventually. I see someone in the water just and then I look past because I got 20/20 vision and I see a seal. And I'm like, get out of the water. Because you see a seal, then you see a shark. That's just how it works. So I'd rather be safe than be airlifted because I don't like heights like that. So I was like, get out of the water! Get out of the water! And no one listened to me.
I
Absolutely
was
no
on the
one.
sand.
Thank you. Only Sabrina listened to me. Correction.
Who was
But
that?
everyone's like, what? What? Girl, you're about to get eaten by a shark. And I don't want to call 911 because we're on the tip. And oh, another thing about the tip, there's no way to drive there. You have to walk. And if you're
Walk.
injured, I would believe that you would have to be airlifted. And I'm just not having that. I'm not having that. Um, but that was also the day where we had a double feature movie. I took them to the drive-in, which is the same place where not thrift, flea market is, and we all had kind of outfits because this was Barbie summer. So the drive-in was doing something really cute, and instead of double featuring Oppenheimer and Barbie, which I think was a boring tactic, that sounds boring to me, they were double featuring Legally Blonde and Barbie. So we watched Barbie. I cried. I don't know if you cried. I think you almost cried. Um, and then I fell asleep during Legally Blonde, and I had a really cute outfit. Enter outfit here. I don't know if I took pictures in that one actually.
I think I took one picture
I
of
don't think I
you.
did.
But I think that's it, 'cause I think we were late or something.
Perhaps enter right here. Perhaps. But yeah, that was a fun day. I forgot to talk about the walk where the killer stole your bracelet and broke it. Um, and by stole I mean you broke your bracelet that I got you.
So I wanted to throw a fucking stick.
So
I'm so glad I don't
another
have
thing,
Instagram anymore, so that video is no longer anywhere.
I have it. Enter it right here.
You're gonna edit this video?
No.
Right.
No, I don't have the storage for that.
Ow!
Um,
I just kicked my bed.
no, I took them on yet another walk. I feel like this entire vacation was just me taking you guys on walks. Sorry. But I took you guys on another walk. It was on the bike trail, and then a trail that goes. The bike trail is like a trail that goes from here to all the way up here, and I don't know how to ride a bike. Unfortunately, I did offer them to go riding without me, and but no one took that offer. But you guys could have gone. But instead, we walked some of the bike trail, and then I took a trail off the bike trail to go to a cranberry bog that I like, and like this little nook, and a reservoir. And on the walk to the cranberry bog, for some reason, you threw a stick. I don't
Yeah.
remember why. I think we're just like testing your strength.
Mm.
And what's that like Olympic
That
sport
was
where
not
you
it.
like swing and like you let it go and it's a disc?
I was gonna say discus, shot put, but I think with your, is that where you
Is
go
that?
like this?
Yeah.
I think that is shot put.
Yes. So you
No,
were
it's
trying to be
not.
a,
It's something else.
I'm going to say discus. Well, you were a star discus player, threw your bracelet or threw the stick, realized that your bracelet was gone. We looked a long time.
We looked forever because I thought it just flung off me. I didn't think it
Uh,
actually like broke.
yeah.
Like it snapped. I think I'd had that bracelet for 2 months because you got it for my birthday.
Yes. Um, which is coming up. Don't worry, I'm not going to replace a bracelet. But yes, we ended up finding it. It was right by your
No,
feet.
we left,
Oh, okay.
went to
And
the
we came back?
reservoir, took pictures, came back, and I was like, all right, let me just look one more time. We were looking everywhere except for where my fucking feet were, which is where it broke apparently. I
But
don't
like,
get
I
how
don't
that
understand how
works.
because like
Like
you're
I
like,
threw it
shh,
and like we took a video,
and it goes down.
obviously because I
Yes.
posted it. But we didn't see where it went and it literally just went
No.
straight down and like broke right in
It
front of
was
my
very
feet.
devious. I don't did not feel real to me.
But let's talk about it. That diversion probably saved us. Diversion saved us because we did see two other guys on the trail and like
Yes.
we were like we were already like, all right, there's killers everywhere because
It
there's
was
last year
slasher
summer.
summer.
We were like, there's definitely killers somewhere. And these two guys just like
Exactly.
walked up behind us and were like,
And they were
they spoke to us
creepy.
for like 2 seconds. And they're like, yeah, we're just looking for our friend. Buddy, your friend's probably fucking dead because you left him alone. Why are you leaving your friends alone in the fucking woods? Let's
Exactly.
talk about
And
it.
keep in mind, we're a group of
That
girls
was a
and
joke.
Devanch, and that man will not protect us. And I think Sabrina would only fight for herself because every time I ask her about the zombie apocalypse, she's leaving me behind.
I'm not leaving
So,
you behind. You are always one that's like, yeah, I think I'd rather die. So why would I want to try and save you
no,
if you'd
I've
want to
never
die?
said that. I've never said that.
When we
I'm
play
not
the
the one that want to
Walking Dead
die.
series at one point, you're gonna realize
Mhm.
that you're Sarah, and I'm Clementine.
What the fuck? That's
Is your
like
name
a
Sarah?
really, I
Yeah.
don't know, but that's a really niche insult. That was really good.
You're Sarah. You're Sarah in the cabin.
Okay.
I hope I
I
never
don't
get to
think
that
so.
point with you. Because I know what choice I'd make.
I'm not
It's
really
not
good at
leaving her.
I'm not
It's
good
the
at
other one.
choice-based games. I need to work on it.
I
Anyway,
know you killed
and that
everyone in Until Dawn.
I did not kill everyone. I killed most people,
You
and they
killed
did not.
Sam.
Okay, is that name supposed
Spawn.
to ring some
You killed
heartstrings?
Hayden Panettiere.
Oh, sorry, sorry,
Did
Hayden.
you? I think so.
I think so. I killed a
I
lot of
think you
people in
also
that
killed
game.
Jess.
Okay, as long as I didn't kill Ashley Tisdale, like
Ash,
I'm.
that's a completely different game. We are talking about the one in the freaking cabin in the. We're talking
Is she
about the
not in that
freaking
one either?
snow. We're talking about like in the mountains. The one that you're talking
Oh
about,
wait,
they're in fucking Iraq in 2003 or something.
but I'm
They're
imagining
so. It's
Ashley Tisdale in
2013
both
in snow. It's
ones.
2013 in snow, and
Who's the other blonde? Because I also imagine her as Ashley Tisdale.
Jessica.
Simpson.
No, I don't know her name.
Okay.
She plays like this she's very 2000 like 2000s 2010s
Hmm.
core. She's blonde. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, or did yeah, I think you killed her.
I think so. Well, unfortunately, she was a fool, and she needed to die. Fool by Frankie Cosmos. Mhm.
Then, whoa, I don't know if you guys heard that fucking noise my throat made. My Girl by Mindless Behavior, Clumsy by Fergie, and Crush by Tessa Violet.
I love
That's what those
Mindless
other songs were.
Behavior. I wish they were still together. I don't know if they quit
Who?
music. Mindless Behavior.
I think, I think one's in prison.
What? Sorry, I gotta look
I
this
don't
up.
know.
Why would he be in
I wish I
prison?
could look it up, but I think one of them started a family, so he's no longer into that. And I think one of them is in, yeah.
Mindless Behavior Prison. Oh.
Is he?
Um,
Or
some say he's still in prison and may not be released until 2028. Stealing a producer's card, assaulting a drug addict over money.
that's a
Damn.
new low.
I don't know how to say his name, but his stage name is Rock Royale. That's very disappointing. I loved Mindless Behavior. Now I don't. Anyway, that was like the end of our trip basically because after that day, like the last day, we went to the boardwalk. I showed you guys the like marriage thingies like on the boardwalk. People like put like their names together in a heart, and I think it's cute, but every time there's a storm here, it gets fucking destroyed and they just rebuild it like every year, which
Oh,
the
I thought you meant the
longevity.
names got destroyed, not the actual marsh
No,
bridge.
the bridge gets destroyed every single year, girl.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do the shrug for the bridge. I meant the shrug for the names. Sorry, let me take that back.
Oh, okay, that's fine. And then we ended up at the mall, and then everyone left me. Per. But then another thing happened over the summer, or not over the summer. Our first day back at school, my first day back at school. Um, we decided to go clubbing because that's just how we do. And Sabrina decides to bring her coworker, very lovely lady, very lovely girl. However, I am acting a fool. Sabrina's acting a fool because we're together, and when we're together, all logic goes out the window. I just don't know.
Naturally.
So this is my favorite day because the clips from this
I was just
clubbing
rewatching
experience.
those.
I rewatch those like quite often because it just gives me like pure serotonin. But for some reason that summer I was very prone to videotaping people kissing at clubs. Like this
And it's
is
not
they're
okay.
like
It's
they're
not
like
just like it's not
no, they're
they
like
are like full mouth
yes. And
gobbling each
keep in
other's face.
mind
They're like
my phone like this. My phone's like this.
they're literally like this.
And I'm like a voyeur because
And
I'm
they're
just
not
doing
even
this.
like there's no personal space at the club because we're all dancing against each other. Why the fuck are you using me as the wall and why are you grinding on this person? Why are you guys literally dry humping on me? Why are you using me as
So in
leverage?
retrospect, it's not rude to videotape them if they're using you as a wall. Like it's my own entertainment at the end of the day.
Like,
And
why am I
do I know
third
these
wheel?
people?
Like,
No.
why am I being at a fucking club?
Anyway,
Crazy.
so I'm
Anyways,
videotaping a lot of people kissing, and Sabrina, Sabrina says the darndest thing. Enter clip here.
Having sex! They're having sex in the club!
and it's the fact that I don't say they're having sex there as in the compound word. They're THEY apostrophe
Yeah.
RE. I say they are.
They are
They
having
are
sex.
having sex. They are having sex in the
And
club.
they're right by the stage. They're
On
like
the fence.
they're yes, and I'm just like this. They are having sex, and then we end up screaming our heads off. Keep in mind, I don't know where Sabrina's coworker is, but she must be like 5 feet over there,
Yeah,
or
she was
like
she
a
was
foot
like she was
right
like right
there.
behind us.
My impressions are absolutely terrible.
No, she said she loved you.
Aww. I love her too. But anyway, that's my favorite memory ever because I just love watching that clip back. And do I know
That
these people that are kissing? No. Are we going to expose them on the internet? Yes, of course. Um, if y'all have videos of me kissing at the club, which you shouldn't have, there's only one that exists out there. You can post it too. Go ahead. I shouldn't be doing that in public. No one should be doing that in public.
Hey,
Have some
let's just bring
decency.
no. Just bring back yeah, just bring that back. But don't use
Yes.
people as like,
Don't
inanimate
use people.
objects.
Exactly. Bring back public shaming, in my opinion.
Yeah, but at the same time, like no, just kidding. I don't condone that stuff.
No. Stop kissing at the club. Dance instead. We're here to dance. You can kiss on your own time.
Kiss at the bar. Kiss at the bar. Not at the
Yes. Kiss
club.
at, like, get a little. Mwah. Not a. Do that.
Yeah, that was
Do
too
that in the
freaky.
closet in the
Not
club
freaky,
or
but
something. Do that
yeah, do it in
in
the
the.
bathroom line. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, no, don't do it in the bathroom line because like that space is really sacred to me. I meet the
Not in the
nicest.
bathroom.
Oh, but the
Wait,
line is also sacred to me. I meet the
do it
nicest people there.
outside in the bushes or whatever.
Oh, that might cause a felony, so we're not condoning that. However,
Why?
just don't do it in the club. Just do it outside.
Why?
I wouldn't want my audience to get into a felony charge, would you?
I didn't. Well, how would they get a felony charge if they're just
I
making
feel like
out?
that's like public indecency. If
No,
they're
public
making out in a
indecency
bush.
is fucking using someone else to hump your significant other. That's public
I don't
indecency.
even know why were they using you as leverage.
They No, it wasn't even no. And this happened to you too. It's just like you would really be there and you're like, okay, someone's dancing behind oh, whoa, I can't be doing that. You're like, oh, okay, someone's dancing behind me. Cool. Let me just, shoulder it back a little because, I need some space too. I need to bust a move.
Dude, I get
I go
so
like
pissed
this.
off. Sometimes I'd be at least like, okay, after like 2 drinks in, I get like intolerable. I don't have any patience whatsoever. So as soon as that happens, I go, "Pah!" I go, "Pah!"
I know, that's when I'm like,
get out. And honestly, that gives me, this is gonna sound bad, but it kind of gives me so much joy. I don't really express my anger like that. That's the only
and
time
then
I ever
that's
do.
when I walk up behind you and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
But yeah,
But if I say excuse me 4 times and you're still not out of my way, get the hell out of my way.
We need to go clubbing again because I need to feel this rage again soon. Actually, let's go after the golf ball. I gotta find.
Wait, that's the whole weekend though.
Oh wait, you're taking the whole weekend. I'm only doing like a day or something. But anyway, that was when we were a public nuisance. It sparked the most iconic clip of the century. You're welcome.
The century, it's just us. It's us screaming about sexual intercourse.
Yes, because clearly we're not mature enough to have such things.
Naturally.
And then a couple days later, I impulsively buy a orchestra ticket, go thrifting with Sabrina, buy a dress that's too small for me, but
It's really
Sabrina's
cute
like,
though.
it's really cute. But you know those clips of like when someone puts their leg on someone's back and like
The white
tightens up the
chicks.
Corset?
White chicks.
Oh, that's white chicks.
Oh, honey, you
never
never need a bigger size.
Suck it in. Let me show you a little trick.
That was quite literally
so
Suck it
much. Ow. Oh my god, I literally like both of my fucking shoulder blades just collided back
You're
there.
becoming so old. Sorry.
What the hell? I'm 4 months older than you. 4 months and 30 days older.
No. I'm young, youthful, and probably like 16 years old.
Ew.
Look at the skin, bruh. But anyway,
What?
I don't know. I impulsively buy these tickets. Now, the orchestra is the NSO, National Symphony Orchestra. Mega big deal in my mind. I'm gonna go see Dodie, Leve, and then when I got there on the bill, they had Jacob Collier, Grammy winner Jacob Collier. I was like, ah! And I was freaking out. I was like, ah! Now, I'm not one for geography, unfortunately. Um, Keep in mind, I went to school in Connecticut. This concert was in Washington D.C. Tell me why I thought that was like a 2-hour drive. I bought the tickets and then I looked up how to get there, and I was like, 6 hours. However, I ended up going. I did invite people. No one said yes though, so I do go. End up going alone. Um, I need to buy my train tickets, and I ended up going to get Chinese food before buying my train tickets. I go pay for the said Chinese food. Guess what? My debit card takes a nap at the Chinese restaurant, and I did not get it till the next day. Thank God those ladies were really nice to me because I just left it on the counter, straight up on the counter. I walked in the next day. I had no idea where it was. I called them like as soon as they opened. I'm like, "Do you guys like have a blue debit card?" And they're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Marcella." And they're like, "Yeah, you left it on the counter." And then when I got there, they pointed at where I left it, wide out in the open. But then after that, I
Holy
finally bought
Marcella.
my train tickets. I'm not the smartest. No, I am the smartest girl. I like the cheapest option. I'm sorry. I like the cheapest option. What can I say? I'm a cheapskate. So head to the concert at a decent time, get there. My train back is at like 5 in the morning. So I end up sleeping at the train station next to this really nice homeless man. And I he was really kind to me. I felt safe. And then obviously I'm in DC for the whole day, and I'm not about to eat this venue's food because that's going to be hella expensive. So at like 1 in the morning, I decided to walk 2 miles to go to a pizza place. No, I Uber to the pizza place, realized the Uber is like 5 minutes. However, 5 minute Uber constituted like a 30-minute walk back. And it's like at this point, like 2 in the morning. And I was like, either I'm going to get killed or I won't. And I took that risk and I didn't. Thank God. I'm still here today. And I saw a really good concert and I cried. And this was like before Leve blew up. So
You knew her before she blew up.
I knew her before she blew up.
Just
And
wait till
then
I blow up.
but it was a lovely concert. That was one of my favorite moments of my summer. Um I cried a lot. I did not get my nails done, which is my biggest regret because in almost all of my photos, I didn't notice, but one of my nails fell off because I had like press on and I had to go in and like draw a fucking nail. And I was about to post, like, I didn't notice. And then thank God I peer review everything and I just can't have a single opinion on my own because I show the pictures to Christine and she's like, "Yeah, these are cute, but like your nails." I'm like,
Yeah, but you're now.
Paige had a birthday party. Y'all lost a Polaroid. How did that go?
That sucked so hard.
Was it Paige's 21st?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophie and I looked so good in that picture. Because I think it was just between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Paige was the bar. Sophie and I looked so good in that
Yes.
picture. I don't even think I have a picture of the picture. We put it in the freaking car.
Yes.
Nowhere to be found.
Paige bougie as fuck. She got like a party bus pray for her 21st. However, Paige is older than me and I was not 21 and I was denied access to the club. But we ended up going to this
Bar.
really nice bar. And I really needed to pee too, so they wouldn't even
That's
let
what
me in
sucks.
for
We're
that.
like, can you just let her in to pee? And they're like, no, we know you're
Also,
going in for either the bar or the photo booth.
but
Fuck
most
you.
genuinely, I just needed to pee. So that was quite rude. However, the rooftop bar was awesome because they had these like nice, enter the picture, the nice, like, I don't know. I think about this often. It was like kind of you've informed me that it was gross and disgusting, but I didn't think of that at the time because I was like 3 drinks
I
in.
did.
Girl, it had a hoodie. It was warm. It was nice. I get cold often. I've been accused of being anemic multiple times. I wanted it, and I tried to steal it, but they was like, "You gotta take this off if you're going downstairs." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Dang
I just
it."
thought you were gonna get lice or something. Or like
Okay.
scabies.
Yeah, I didn't actually think of that, but that is a plausible, and it probably did happen. Um, it was really cute though. You can't deny that it was
It
cute.
was just like a Snuggie or something.
Exactly, but it was so.
You
It was.
had a Snuggie at this point. You got one. Devon
Yeah,
got you one for
yeah, but
Secret
that doesn't
Santa.
have a hoodie, and it wasn't red, and it did not like. To be fair, it didn't match my outfit, but like it accentuated it. I looked great.
You couldn't see your outfit. It was under it.
Because I was warm. I felt good too.
Oh,
And you should
brother.
always feel good. But then that was also a highlight. I guess
What's
Paige's
crazy is
highlight.
that somehow you weren't melting with that thing on. Melting by Caliucci's.
Because I'm anemic. And that was Hopelessly Devoted to You by Olivia Newton-John. May she rest in peace.
She's dead.
Yes.
Is she
She
actually?
is. Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive. Wait, is she?
I can't look it
Wait.
up because my phone's right here.
I'm like 98% sure she's dead. Yeah, she died in 2022. Where have you been?
I know.
An
Okay.
icon died that day. Anyway, another thing that happened before we had this radio show was, or maybe a little bit after, because we had our first
Preliminary?
our, yes, that, our first show, and then we're like, oh, do we do it? Do we do it? And then my birthday happened, so we were supposed to go to New York for my birthday. However, I got mega sick, and instead, I really wanted to go to Applebee's and get those like big jugs,
Margs.
margs. So we did that. And I think I got sick at the Daniel Caesar concert because honestly, like, I went to the Daniel Caesar concert the day before my birthday, and with Devanche, and there was just a lot of people there, a lot of germs. And then the weekend after, I was just like sickly. So instead, I had a lot of alcohol legally this time, and I think that might have been the drunkest I've ever been because I just
At a
don't remember.
Chili's, by the way.
Oh yeah, we didn't even end up going to Applebee's to get the big
No, because
margs.
the closest Applebee's is in like, fuck, where did Paige and I go? I think it's in like Bridgeport or something. Not
Exactly,
even. It's not even
and
in Bridgeport. It's
no
like
one wanted to drive
some
me there.
random ass place. Sorry if you live
It
in
was
that
just,
town.
it
But it's
was
just
just
so, and
too
also like,
far.
it's just so, I don't know. There's like, it's like right behind a tree. I don't know.
And I'd never been to a Chili's at that point either. So it was like, either way, it would have been a new experience. So I'm quite happy with my decision, and I had a really good drink, and it was free because it was my birthday. Love that for me. But I also I don't remember why you were looking at me this way, but you looked totally disgusted with me, and your side eye,
Oh,
your side eye in that one picture, absolutely devious.
because
Can't
you were
can't a
in the
girl have a
middle
good
of,
birthday?
you were in the middle of, yes, of course. But it's because you were in the middle of eating your burger. She was already drunk, by the way. You're in the middle of eating your burger, and
Burger.
you're like, and you're like, ugh. And I was like, what's going on? I see you pick it up, half of it's like flopping out, and I'm like, you're like, my burger's starting to taste like meat. And I was like, okay,
Okay.
I don't really, I understand that with chicken, when chicken starts to
Okay.
taste like chicken, I'm like,
I don't understand with that with chicken. I only get that with like red meat. But usually I only order veggie burgers for this reason because I hate when things start to taste gammy. And it was a really good burger. But halfway through it, I was just like,
and
I'm
then like
about
she
to
started like
throw up.
picking it
And I picked
apart,
it
and
apart.
I was
I
literally
think I
like,
gave my meat to someone. Sabrina gave me the most nastiest side eye this
it
side
was
of the
so
Mississippi.
gross. It was so gross.
I'm so sorry.
Because it was like you're like I don't think you gagged or something, but like you'd made a noise. You're like, this is starting to taste like meat, and I was like, and then I
I
look
just
over and
don't
half.
like the
It's literally
taste of meat.
the
Pause.
buns and the freaking like meat. Like if this is like the whole meat patty, it's like literally this much. She's holding on to like this much of the patty with her actual bun, and I'm like,
Look, I
get me
don't.
out of here.
Not too much now. But sorry. But it was a good burger. I think I had other people's food as well to accommodate that meat tasting thing. And it was a good birthday. My first time at Chili's, I got belligerent and someone drove me home, and I took a. I don't think, who was it? Was Emily not there? I think she was working.
I actually don't know.
I think she was working because as soon as I got home, I took my big ass blanket. I posted it up on the floor. Paige has pictures of this. And I'm just like laying in front of Emily's door because I missed her.
Oh, I do
And
remember. I remember seeing that picture.
I was like, I need to wait till Emily gets home. But I was really tired. And I know every time I drink, I get so tired and I sleep immediately when I find a surface, a couch, a countertop, the floor. So I knew I was going to fall asleep, and I did. And Emily woke me up and told me to go back to my room after she wished me a happy birthday. But that was lovely. And then after that, I was Halloween because my birthday is near Halloween. Next episode, I'm going to talk about all of my Halloween costume ideas. However, no, I'm not because y'all bitches are going to steal. Anyway, that was the happenings before our lovely show.
Yeah,
We're just girls.
Yeah, there's like one more thing to recant. Oh no, there's a whole month in November too.
What happened in November? Was he born?
Did I do?
No. I don't know if we're getting anywhere. Did I?
Oh, that was my shoulder. I don't know if you guys heard that.
But yeah, I think that's our episode.
Yeah.
Mega purr. We'll see you next time.
We will see you. Next Tuesday.
Bye. Bye.